Hey, what's up guys, Zero One here. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about 8 Seconds. It stars Luke Perry, Stephen Baldwin, Renée Zellweger. It also stars Red Mitchell, and also, what's his name, James Rebhorn. And basically 8 Seconds deals with a bull rider named Lane Frost, and we follow his journey from when he was a toddler to the time he becomes world champion. His philosophy in life is way different from the majority of the cowboys that you see in the film. And one thing I can definitely say about this film is that, other than I liked it a lot, was the bull riding. The bull riding looked great, looked real, phenomenal. The cinematography of watching those bull riders ride those bulls was, impressive. I was very impressed. Sometimes, not unless you actually pause and you can see, that's not Luke Perry actually on the bull, but still you just get so invested and you don't recognize that it's not Luke Perry riding the bull. And another thing I could definitely say about this film is Luke Perry did an amazing job portraying Lane Frost. Lane Frost is a very lovable character, and unlike the rest of the cowboys, is that he's the type of person that wants to help out. He's the type of person that is a very humble individual. He's a hard worker. He's not out there, womanizing and getting into fights in bars. And that's one of the things I really liked about the story, the different philosophies between him and his friend named, who is played by Stephen Baldwin, which is, the character's name is Tough. And Tough is a very macho guy, and we just follow his story from the time that he starts bull riding professionally to the time that he ends up getting married with another actually rider, but his wife is actually a horseback rider, and what she does is she competes in the tournaments that the horses have to go around the barrels as quick as possible, and she's one of the best. Also, her name is Kelly Kyle, and we also see the relationship very much blossom throughout the film, and also how it just goes downhill as Lane Frost's career as a bull rider just rises and rises. And another thing I definitely loved about the film was that it showed how much the words that a father says to his son, that it has a huge lasting impact. One thing about Lane Frost is that even though as a nice person he is, he also has flaws, and those flaws start coming out throughout the film, especially when he tries to be perfect to each and every person. He tries to appease, he tries to win their hearts to each and every person, but in reality he doesn't have to do that. But in his insecurity, you start seeing that. Now, another thing, like I said, about this film is just the cinematography. The cinematography, I just loved it. There's one scene where him and his well, at that time it's not his wife, but you see the sunsets. You see the sunset of Texas, going down, and they're walking in this plain, and where there's all this different grass or weeds or whatever, but it just looks phenomenal. It looks beautiful. And there's another thing that I loved about it was the dynamics that he and his friends and his wife, and also his family have with each other. His wife is very supportive of him, and he's very kind of like a gung-ho person, but at the same time, he starts going down that dark path, and it's a very fun film. Do I recommend to the family? Yeah. I mean, if you have kids who are in their 17, 18, 19, in their late teens, and you want to sit down and watch a pretty good film that deals with cowboys and bull riding, go for it. There is a couple of bad words, I think close to 4 bad words, so you could use an editor, but other than that, I mean, it's a real clean film. Another thing is, there is no nudity. You don't have to worry about that. It's Luke Perry delivered as Lane Frost. We all know, well, I know Luke Perry because, growing up, I remember watching the trailers or the commercials for 90210, and he was one of the main characters. And he delivers. You know, he has an accent down. He has the mannerisms. He had everything down. And the bulls that come out in this film were just massive, and you just see like the power that they have, the intensity, and how much force these animals have in them, and how the one thing that I could definitely that I would definitely love to see in the film, more in the film, was the different techniques and different strategies that each and every bull rider has. Lane Frost, or one time was helping one of his friends, and he was trying to help him out. He's like, "Hey man, you gotta be ready because the bull's gonna do this," and he's like, "No, the bull's gonna do that," and no, and they start going bickering at each other. And his friend's right there on top of the bull, and you're like, okay, what the heck is gonna happen? Because I mean, this thing is a massive animal. I mean, you're talking about like a 700 to 800 pound beast. And and then you see what happens, and it's a real fun film. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for your comments. I really do appreciate it. Please continue coming and watching me in action with special guests that I may have in the future. And but yeah, thank you so much. You have a great day, and Jesus bless you. Later. Bye.